Already started. All right. So what is tonight going to bring you? Tonight is going to bring you keeping you guessing, which is good. So, as you know, get yourself in your small ring, the easiest gear you have on your bike, and just spin at a nice, easy pace. Nothing super hard at this point, just enough to get your legs warmed up. We'll do about 5 minutes of this. I know you guys know the drill. You have your water, your fan, and your towel. I noticed that it was 50 degrees outside before I came up here. We have a thermometer in our kitchen. It doesn't feel like 50 degrees, but maybe it's just because it was a little overcast today. So what's our quote of the day? The quote of the day from Mike Ditka, who is an NFL head coach. Success isn't measured by money or power or social rank. Success is measured by your discipline and inner peace. That's a good one. That seems to be appropriate for what we do. Discipline, coming here every Thursday night, sitting on the bike for almost an hour or an hour, sometimes more, for people who come on before the session starts. And that's the discipline part. Making it happen, keeping yourself committed to something, having goals. That's what we can talk about tonight, is setting some goals for yourself for the year. They don't have to be big goals. They can be small, but something that you feel that you can achieve and that you can make happen. So even if your goal is something along the lines of make sure that I ride 3 days a week, that could be the goal. Or set yourself up to say, I'm going to do a metric century at the Ramapo Rally this year. That can be a goal. So find that goal that'll work for you. Or you can say you're going to do an Ironman. I know Dawn has potentially planned one or is planning. I think maybe Sandy might be getting herself to some kind of triathlon. So those are good goals too. Those are lofty ones because they require a lot of discipline. Lots of running, lots of swimming, and lots of biking. But it is a fun environment. Those big events like that. It's definitely a lot of marketing, but other than that, it's a good event. All right. So what does tonight bring, keeping you guessing? It brings you a couple of different things. Some standing efforts, some kind of cadence ladder, and then a couple of 5-minute efforts. They're going to have you doing some different things. And then we're going to finish up with some additional standing type efforts. And then we'll be done for the night. It'll go by fast, as it always does. So I see a few people looking like they're still having some technical difficulties, but maybe they're here. We'll keep this pedaling going. Here's how we're going to start tonight. Super simple. It's going to be 15 seconds of a go as hard as you can, just to get the legs sparked up and started, with a minute in between. So I want you to get down, stay in your small ring, down to your 15. So you should see, if you look back, 3 gears underneath your chain. Here we go, 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Get it going. Give me the hardest effort you can get, opening up those legs. Starting the process of getting you warmed up. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead into your easiest gear. Shift back up. Want to make this easy? Hopefully you're coming on, Sandy. We're just getting started with our opener. You should be in an easy gear and in your small ring right now. We're doing 30-second hard efforts with a minute in between. And those 30-second hard are in your small ring and your 15. Don't have to go there yet, but go ahead and make your way now to that gear. 3, 2, let's go. Bring up the pace. Get yourself to kind of push it a little bit. Really want to work. Start bringing some lactic acid to the surface. Making it happen. 3, 2, nice easy gear. Just spinning it out. So just a little reminder to you. Don't forget to pump up your tires. You know, even though we're inside, tires are very porous and the air will flow out of them. You're probably losing, I don't know, a couple PSI every other day or every day. So don't forget to pump up the front one in addition to the back one. And depending on how many times you're using your trainer, if you have an old dumb trainer, then that tire needs to be pumped up. Let's find that gear. Here we go. 3, 2, 30 seconds hard. Bring up the pace. Bring up the cadence. Bring up the effort level. Good, strong effort right now. Feel that torso being strong. 3, 2, nice easy gear. So if you're using a resistant trainer, you should be, at the end of every workout, if you leave your bike on the trainer, take the flywheel, the resistant unit, off of the flywheel or off of the back wheel. That will preserve that tire, preserve your air pressure a little bit too, and help the bike just to manage. You don't want that pressure sitting on that back wheel all the time. So Maybe once a week on a Monday, check your pressure and pump them up. Let's go. One last time. Down to that 15. 3, 2, let's go. Look back if you need to figure out what gear you're in. Three, two, easy gear. Spin it out, take a drink. You know the drill. Finish that water bottle. So you're probably wondering, well, what do I need to pump up my front tire for? Well, if it's super flat and you do a standing effort, you're going to feel yourself literally bouncing in that riser block. So having that front tire pumped up to a good pressure, I would probably put anywhere from 90 to 100. You're not going anywhere. 100 will probably give you a little bit more life. So make that a conscious effort to do that moving forward. All right, so what are we going to do next? Next, we have 2 by 2 minutes of 10 seconds standing, 10 seconds seated. Now I'm going to put you in a gear that's going to be maybe not exactly what you like, but that's where you start to develop how to get those legs around for that very short period of time of 10 seconds. So you were just there, small ring, 15. You're going to go back there again. It's going to be super simple. 2 minutes, 10 seconds on, 10 seconds up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, standing. Starting with standing. Try to keep the effort consistent as we move through this. Having a seat. Now the 10 seconds seated isn't an easy effort. You want to kind of try to keep this equal. Standing up. So you feel the effort standing, feeling the same when you're seated. Sit back down. It's only 2 minutes. I know you can make it happen. Up. Nice and tall. Hips over your ankles. Sitting down. Stick it with it. And up. 1 minute down. If the legs are burning, that's actually a good thing. And sitting. We want this to look up like a consistent effort. And down. My husband's actually at a spin class tonight. And up. He used to go to a local cycle bar with some friends, and down. And they haven't done it in a while. So they said, oh, let's go tonight. 3, 2, nice and easy. 1 minute easy. Take a drink. We're going to do that again. I like your determination there, Susan. Doing an extra standing drill. You get some extra points for tonight. All right, we're only going to get 30 more seconds. And then we're going to do that all over again. 10 up, 10 down for 2 minutes straight. Remember, this is recovery. So whatever feels comfortable to you as you spin your legs, whatever you feel is your recovery pace. All right, find that gear. Look back if you need to. You're at your 15. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Stand it up. Nice open chest. Sitting back down. Hands should be in your hoods. And up. Keeping the legs spinning. Nice circular motion. And down. Hopefully you're not getting that clicking sound. When you stand up, up, up. And down. Almost 1 minute done. 1 to go. And up. Feel that saddle. And down. Right between your thighs. That means your hips are in the right place. Up. And down. Keeping it rolling for this last one. Up. Arms are relaxed. And down. Staying here for the last 10. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Shift to that easy gear. Allow yourself to recover. All right. So this is a good time of the year to work on kind of like, I guess you almost call these climbing efforts in a way. So a lot of pros. I was actually watching a video about Ashley Mormon Pasio. She's a professional who lives in this amazing place. I think she's in Spain. And she was describing some of her workouts in the winter. And one of them was 5 by 4 minute low cadence work, about 50 cadence, or 3 by 10 minute efforts at a 50 cadence. So those really work to develop and get you stronger over these winter months, because it's forcing you to use that leg strength to get you a little stronger. So this is kind of what this ladder feels like. They're going to be each one, there's 4 by 2 minute efforts with a minute in between. The first one we're going to start is going to be literally 50 to 55 cadence. So I'm going to put you in a gear that will help you get to there. If the gear is too much, you are more than welcome to put yourself in an easier gear. So 50 is going to feel really low because I'm constantly pushing into your brains the 90 cadence. So get on your big ring and shift all the way down to your littlest cog in the back, and then shift up 1. So if you can hold 50 here, we're going to make it happen for 2 minutes. If you need an easier gear, then you're more than welcome to shift up one if you need it. So what do you need to do here? You really need to concentrate on pulling up on that pedal and making these legs kind of feel the circular motion. You're going to feel this through your glutes and your hamstrings. And if you're pulling up, you'll start to feel it on the tops of your legs. And believe it or not, you actually feel this a little bit in your calf muscles. So take your time with this one. Do your best. If you're sitting at 49, that's still okay. And make it all about your legs. I don't want to see you doing this. That's not going to help any. To get stronger legs, you got to make the legs work. 30 seconds to go here. Then you get a little bit of rest until we kind of move this cadence up a little. So remember what gear you're in. Because the next gear, it's going to get a little easier. Three, two, one. Small ring. Up to an easy gear. 1 minute easy. Spin it out. Take a drink. So the spin in between is what's going to freshen up those legs again. So really allow yourself to spin at try to get to 90 in between. If you're in a super easy gear, it shouldn't be too hard to get there. And if you're still struggling to get to 90, then make it 80. All right, the next one. You're going to be, again, in your big ring. This time in your 15. So remember, you'll see 3 cogs under, or it will be probably 2 shifts easier from where you were before. So go ahead and get your big ring. Find that 15. We're looking for a cadence of 60 to 65. If you can't hold that, then shift to one easier gear. 2 minutes. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now it's nice because we're just going to move up this cassette each time. It's also kind of showing you what cadence ability you have in these gears. Because we're in the big ring, it makes it a little harder. Nice flat feet. Keeping that bend in your elbows. Pushing over the top. Keeping your feet light. Pulling back and up. But that should kind of happen all in one circular motion. It's not like you're going, Make it flow. $30 to go. Stuck right on 60. Don't let it drop. Keep it in place. 3, 2, 1. Nice easy gear. Small ring. 1 minute easy. Spin out those heavy legs. You can see where we're going. So the next 2 minutes is going to be 70 to 75. And you're going to shift up to more easier gears. So if you were truly in your 15, you'll probably be somewhere around your 17, depending on what gear your cassette has. My sister just texted me and said she got the Final Jeopardy question right. Haha, she's very happy about that. Too bad she doesn't win the money that you get for answering it right. Maybe she needs to go on Jeopardy. I'll have to tell her that. She should try out. I have to admit, if I ever watch Jeopardy now, whenever they start the show, he says, and welcome to Jeopardy. Here is, I always hear him say, Alex Trebek, even though they're not saying Alex Trebek anymore. All right, find that gear, big ring. Now to your 17. Now, if you need to go to that 15 and shift up to 2 easier gears, that's fine. We're looking for 70, 75. 3, 2, 1, let's go. A little bit more effort now, but a little bit more of an easier gear. So you might find yourself being like, ah, this feels good. To hold it nice and steady. Two minutes here total. And remember what gear you're in. So look back so you know that you're going to go probably 2 easier for the next effort. Now you might be feeling this in your hammies. That's right. They're working. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Nobody's death gripping the bars. Nice circular motion. 30 to go. Keeping it steady. Don't let the last 30 seconds drop. 10. 3, 2, 1. Easy gear. Spin it out. 1 minute easy. Take a drink. Let's see, if you take a drink, every time there's a break, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minutes of drinking. So that tells you 10 minutes of stop time in the workout. That's pretty good. It's not a lot. All right, the next one. You're going to go back to that big ring. 2 gears up from where you just were. So you're probably going to be in your 19. So go ahead and hit that big ring. Find that gear. We're looking for 80 to 85. 3, 2, let's go. Now, if you're hitting over than 85, definitely give yourself a harder gear. You don't want to cheat yourself out on these. You want to be the same for every effort. Again, all I have to think about is, I say to myself, just get a little taller in my torso, and then I feel my leg speed change. That also kind of pushes me into the saddle a bit. 1 minute to go. Feeling these efforts a little bit. Maybe the calf muscles starting to talk a little. Keeping the feet flat. Again, nice and light in your feet. 25. Nice even pedaling too. You don't want one foot or one leg pedaling stronger than the other. Three, two, nice easy gear. Back down to that small ring. Up to the easiest gear you have. Right in between. Take a drink. All right. So this next one is really going to have you thinking. They're 2 5-minute efforts. It's going to start off with 30 seconds of standing, followed by 1 minute at a 70 cadence, then immediately into 2 minutes at 75 cadence, and then back down to 1 minute at a 70 cadence, and then, I'm sure you've guessed, the last 30 seconds were standing. So, it's going to be a tough little 5 minutes, but you're going to get a little bit of everything. Now that middle 2 minutes, let's open that range up a little, 75 to 80. So if you feel like you want to give yourself a little different gearing. All of this we're going to do in our big ring. So you're going to start, don't have to go there yet, but you're going to start in that big ring 13. We'll move to whatever big ring and gear gets you to 70. Then a couple of easier gears to get you to 75 to 80. Then back down to that gear that you held 70. And then we'll go back down to that 13 and stand up for the final 30 seconds. Sounds like a lot. You don't have to remember it. I will walk you through it. So go ahead and find your big ring. Down to that 13. Look back if you need to. 30 seconds standing. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get it going. Might be a little rough to get it started. But once you get going, keep your body tall. Keep that body tall. Look up at the ceiling if you need to. Three, 2, sit back down, find the gear that's going to get you to 70. You might have to shift around a little. That's okay. 1 minute at 70. I'm right at 71. If you're following me. Now remember, after this minute, we're going to shift to a couple of easier gears, get you to 75 to 80. Couple of easier gears. 3, 2, 75 to 80. Don't go too far. If you're hitting 85, give yourself a harder gear. 2 minutes here. It's going to push the body a little bit. Stay focused. And only look at one metric. Whatever you've chosen. I'm just looking at cadence the whole time today. Keeping it right where it needs to be. 1 more minute here. You've already done 2 minutes at this cadence, so you know what it feels like. Feel that core staying tight. Keeping those shoulders down so they're not creeping up. Ten more seconds. Then you're going to shift to a harder gear. Put yourself at 70 cadence. 3, 2, 1, 70. Find it for 1 minute. That transition is hard. It's actually harder to go the other way. Harder to go from a low cadence to a higher cadence. The legs have a hard time transitioning. So remember, our last 30 seconds, you're probably going to shift about 2 gears harder, and then we're going to stand up. Two gears harder. Standing up. Last 30 seconds. Stick with it. Find yourself sitting further back than forward. So your hips. 3, 2, 1. Sitting down. Small ring. Easy gear. Woo, good job on that one. That was tough. Take a drink. Give you a good recovery in between. So you can do it again. So now you've gotten the gears that worked for the first one. So you can either go back to those same gears, or if you feel like you want to push yourself a little bit, see if maybe you can hold a higher gear or harder gear and hold those same cadences. You're at the end of the workout. Legs are a little tired. So if you need to go to the same gears, that's fine. All right, we're going to do 30 more seconds, maybe a little longer, 45. Remember, it goes 30 standing, 1 minute 70, 2 minutes 75 to 80, 1 minute 70, 30 seconds standing. It's a nice way to go. Which could be the way it works on a climb. You stand up to start the climb, you kind of settle in at the bottom, then it kind of flattens out a little bit, and then it gets a little steeper, and then you charge to the finish, or to the top. All right, find your big ring. All the way down to that 13 or whatever gear you used last time. Standing for 30. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Here we go. Last super hard effort for the night. The legs might actually feel good on this last one because you're now really warmed up. Sitting down, finding 70. Whatever gear you need, maybe 2 or 3 easier, maybe 4. That's fine. Make sure you're just breathing naturally. Don't push any air out. Let the air come in. Having your mouth open just slightly will help you to breathe naturally. All right, a couple gears easier. Bring that cadence up. 75 to 80. And again, if you're hitting 85, then you've gone too far. The longest part, 2 minutes here. Like I said before, some people like this lower cadence work, and some people it really challenges them. That's why we mix it up every week. Keep it guessing. Keep the body guessing. And that's how you get adaptation. 1 minute to go here. And after that minute, you're going to go to a harder gear and get to 70. Woo! If you're not sweating, you're not doing this right. If you didn't drink enough water today, you might be feeling the effects. Almost ready for that change. Shift into that harder gear to 70. 1 minute. Now is when you really have to think about those light feet. Use your power. Tell yourself you're strong. Good positive thoughts here. Almost done with this one. Holding on to it. You're not done yet. 2 harder gears. Standing up. Woo, the legs are like, what? Come on, all the way to the end. You got this, you got this. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Easy gear. Take a drink. Woo, cool down. Nice job. Good job on that one. Gonna get a little recovery. And then one last little effort just to keep you honest. And then we'll be done for the night. So keep the legs spinning. I didn't get to it, but I'll have to get to it when we do a workout that's a little more endurance based. I found that an old list that I had of odd state laws. Some of you might have heard some of these in the past. I just have to read the one from New Jersey because it really made me laugh. In Trenton, it is illegal to throw a bad pickle in the street. Who comes up with these things? Now, I'm sure that's probably from back in the day when they sold pickles in a barrel at the local farmer shed, and they were throwing pickles around. Don't you think they need to take that off of the list of odd laws? I think it should be. All right. Our last one. We're going to do 30 seconds standing, 30 seconds seated for 3 minutes. 3 minutes total. So you're going to be in that big ring. Go ahead and go there. And down to that 15, where we started the day, we're going to finish. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds up. Standing up nice and tall this time. Really feeling that you're not letting the pedal stroke hit the bottom of your pedal stroke. So you're quickly up and over. Keeping the legs moving. 3, 2, sitting down, staying in that gear. Really push yourself through this. It's only 30 seconds, and it's only a total of 3 minutes. 2:15 now. Whatever cadence you're holding, that's fine. 3, 2, standing up. 30 seconds up. And if you're holding your core tight, you won't be doing this, meaning that your tail is wagging behind you. 3, 2, sitting down. 30 seconds here. One more time, standing up. Coming your way. 3, 2, and up. Last time. Make it the best one. Maybe go a little faster. Push yourself a little harder. 15 to go. 10 to go. Last 5. Sitting back down. Finish it up. Nice and strong. Almost there. Don't stop yet. 3, 2, 1. Nice easy gear. Spin it out. I'll help you spin all these out. Take a drink. Right now, just spin at whatever cadence feels right. Then we're going to kind of pick it up a little and bring it back down again. So these are the kind of workouts where you need to finish with some fast leg. Keep the legs staying fresh. And you really need your recovery after this one. I don't know if any of you have the Normatec boots or any kind of compression boots, but if you've considered purchasing them, so for those of you that don't know what they are, it's actually a sleeve that you put over your legs, and it's attached to like a compressor, and you turn it on, and it provides compression in that sleeve, starting at your feet and moving up to your upper thigh, and then it releases the pressure and it starts again. So these were originally developed for patients in hospitals to help with circulation. And then athletes realized, wow, if we're pushing the circulation, it's also going to help with recovery. So we've had a pair many years now, and they definitely get a lot of use in this house. So they were worth the investment. So Normatec is the original company. There are other knockoffs of that are a little bit cheaper, but the latest Normatecs are good, and I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm not doing an advertisement here. All right, if you're not at 90, bring yourself close to 90 and just to let your legs spin around without really putting any effort into it. So it's almost like if you can relax your face, you can relax your legs and let this spin, almost as if when you're in a spin studio and that 45-pound flywheel is pulling your legs around. That's what I want you to feel like, that you're not really letting the muscles fire, you're just letting the legs spin around so they can recover and get some life back to them. So if 90 is where it feels most comfortable to just let them spin like this, then go ahead and make that happen. If it's a little lower, that's okay too. I just want you to make sure you're feeling no pressure in the legs, just them starting to kind of feel relaxed and feel like they're coming back to life. So bring that cadence down just a tad. So you're at 90, go to 85. If you're at 85, go to 80. We're just going to spin this out. Plus you can start to feel your heart coming down, your lungs. The sweating process is slowed. Everything's starting to get back to zone 2, maybe even zone 1, depending on where your fitness is. We got 1 more minute. So make this last minute at whatever level feels best to you. Just keep it even, keep it light. Arms should be a little bent. Body should still be strong. 30 seconds till our workout is over. Now I'm looking like I'm going over a little bit over 8 o'clock. Hopefully that's not a problem for anybody. But this cool down is just as important as the workout and the warm up. And I didn't knock over my fan tonight. That's pretty good. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. If you're staying on your bike to keep on spinning, that's fine. If you want to get a little extra time in. Good workout, guys. Whew. That was a good one.